Hi, it's Jordan. I would like to apologize for some of the picture scaling and quality in this video, and I also had to move some of the numbers and the ranking slides, so I apologize for that. Something went a little wrong in editing, but anyway, enjoy the video. Also, this is a re-upload because I got copyright on my videos, so yeah, I had to take every bit of music out. So I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy the video. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jordan, and today we'll be ranking The Walking Dead series season 1 through 9. This will all be in my opinion, so if you have a different one, please list yours down below and we can talk about it. And I will be going into detail about what I like and dislike about each season. So I hope you enjoy the video. Stay to the end. Remember, some things might be controversial because The Walking Dead is a series that has amazing episodes across each season, and it's been hard for me to choose which ones I favor over each other. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And coming in at number 9 is season 7. What can I really say about this season? It had a strong opening with a adaptation from the comic book, and it really was just amazing. The double kill. Glenn and Abraham's death were very sad, and it really left a mark on the show. But after this point, it really just went downhill from there. You barely see Rick. You have to spend time with all these different communities, and that wouldn't be such a problem if there wasn't so much filler, or at least it didn't feel like. There's so many bad things in it. Episode 1, great episode. Episode 2, I felt like that could have been combined with episode 3. Episode 4 was overall really great. Episode 5, I remember being really bored by it. Episode 6, God, was that the episode? I don't even remember what happened in that episode. But all around, again, it's not a bad season. I enjoy all of the seasons, including this one. And it really was hard to choose between this season and my next spot because it kind of flip-flops around. One day I will be preferring my number 8 spot, and another day I will be preferring this spot. But nothing has really changed my mind to give season 7 a higher placement, honestly. Great finale. Again, the pros is that they had a really great opening. Okay, but I just felt like it dragged. Some episodes could have been combined, and just a whole lot of bad decisions. Oh, and that CGI deer. Okay, I saw that and I thought maybe I was tripping, but dude, that was horrible. Like you can't let that slide. You know what I mean? And then like the shot of Rick just standing over the garbage pile is just. At first it looked okay to me, but it's really bad. Anyway, let's stop rambling on about season 7. This is where it's at. Good season overall, when you binge watch it anyway. So, my number 8 spot is season 2. I really did enjoy this season, especially when I first binge watched it on Netflix. It was one of my favorite. Uh, I don't know. I realized that there really is a lot of filler. You know, the whole Sophia arc. It did kind of drag on, but that reveal was amazing to find out that she was in a barn. I remember when I found out, I was just like, "Oh my god!" Like, it was crazy, and the finale was great. Just a pretty good season overall, with what they had to work with. Twice the amount of episodes with half the budget, essentially. And also with twice or maybe 3 times the comic material to cover, because the farm in the comic book lasted less than the arc before it, which was season 1's arc. So they had to stretch a lot of stuff. So I don't really blame them, which is why I couldn't put it below season 7. So yeah, the whole Randall arc is great. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about season 2. My next spot on this list is season 1. Season 1, it is really good. 2 of the episodes are just outstanding, and people tend to put this season at maybe number 1, and I'm just like, okay, I understand episode 1 and 2 are really good, but I don't believe that it should be above, seasons that are clearly like better, you know what I mean? But as to the pros of season 1, just an amazing premiere, honestly, I have to say. Since it is the starter, they're still getting used to it. Andrew Lincoln's Rick Grimes accent is a little different from how it is in other seasons of the show. And, just those zombies being smarter, made it, like, I don't know, feel weird, because you never get that sort of vibe or tone in the rest of the series. Whispers. But anyway, Lenny James, honestly, along with Andrew Lincoln, he gives a great performance as Morgan, and it really is just awesome. Frank Darabont did a really good job starting off this series. But anyway, yeah, that finale episode did feel like a little bit out of place, because you never get that vibe in the rest of the series. But anyway, coming in at number 6 is season 4. Yeah, I feel really weird putting that season at this placement, because when it was just 4 seasons on Netflix, season 4, I was just like amazed. I could not wait to see season 5. Like, honestly. But now, going back, the first half isn't as good. Even though it's episode 8, when the governor attacks the prison, is really good. It's really bad transition from the season 3 finale over to the season 4 premiere. Honestly, 30 Days Without an Accident, I think is what it's called. The freaking weird lady. Yeah, that's pretty tough. It was weird. I mean, it's still a good storyline. It's just not, an outstanding one. But the sickness arc is really good, honestly. It wasn't in a comic book, but it is Honestly, when I first watched it, it was really great. Uh, I actually feared for Glenn's life and everyone else that was sick, and I was scared for Herschel. I was scared for Maggie because they were around that shit, but plot armor, of course. Um, but anyway, the second half is so good. Honestly, if the whole season was really good, like it would definitely be over my number 5 spot, honestly. But it didn't quite make that spot. Anyway, season 4, um, it takes this spot. Anyway, coming in at my number 5 spot is season 5. When I first watched it, I thought it was literally amazing, perfect, in fact, but I was dead wrong. Episode 1, an amazing episode. I feel like it's top 10 material, right? But it had so many slow spots, like in the middle. After they escaped the sanctuary, like it was, yeah, like Terminus. It got rough. Like the first 3 episodes is like really good, but after that, it kind of slows down. They're walking on the road, fighting about taking the bus, just a whole bunch of shit. Overall, a great story. The introduction of Aaron. He comes in there talking about, hey, we have this community. Rick doesn't really trust him, understandably, because in the past they were fucked over by so many different people. And yeah, I mean, it was so interesting because when they got in the place, I was just shocked because they were acting so like hostile, like Rick wasn't trusting them, even though I understood. I was like, bro, like I think you can trust these people. They had I don't know, they had a good vibe, and it obviously changed the series for forever. Because we're the 5 seasons being at Alexandria, so yeah, this is a really great season, honestly. Coming in at number 4 is season 3. Season 3. For so long, it was my favorite season, honestly. What's not good, the prison arc. The whole story arc with the governor is just, it's outstanding, honestly. The governor was my favorite villain for so very long, and it was just because, like, his mentality, he's different than Negan, in the way that he is just, like, a little too ruthless. Like, he's crazy, honestly. After losing his daughter, and then you just see that because he has him chained up and her chained up and shit, and then Michonne kills her, and he just goes off the deep end, just insane. But the whole Andrea storyline, I didn't really care for, if I'm being honest. It was okay. I'm not one of the people that's like, the storyline is horrible, but I don't think they should have killed off Andrea, honestly. The prison attacks, the first one, they killed one person, and it felt like, I don't know, it just felt weak. They killed Axel, and then the plot armor just saved everybody else, and it felt like just that, plot armor, honestly. But yeah, and then the finale also felt a little bit weak, but it's still a great one. The second prison attack, they go in, nobody's there, and then Glenn and Maggie, I believe, they just rain fire on them, But these next two picks, same thing as with season 2 and 7, where one day I might like one over the other. Coming in at my number 3 spot is season 6. Season 6. What's not to say about this season? When it came out, it was instantly my favorite season. Some of the pros is it really has a really great story. And in my opinion, it has the best episode in the series. It might have moved back to number 2 or 3, but nonetheless, you can't take that away from it. Season 6 has one of the best episodes ever, which is episode 9. I remember how amazed that when I was, like, when I watched it. It was just amazement, honestly. The Saviors, the introduction of them was really great. I think they were better than they were in season 7, to be honest, because Negan kind of outshined every one of the Saviors. And yeah, it has a really great apocalyptic feel. They're just doing shit to, like, better their chances for survival. With the first episode, them trying to get the walkers away. Now I kind of feel differently about the premiere because I don't know. I feel like compared to the season 5 finale, it kind of goes in a different direction than we would have thought, But anyway, they have some really great episodes, which, they also have quite a few slow ones after you get out of the episode, like episode 2, and then you just have like a kind of slower episode, and then the Glenn Dumpster fake out, But overall, there's quite a mix, a balance between there being good and bad episodes. Episode 12 is also a standout episode, as well as episode 16. The last, how many minutes? Like 10? I remember, like, that's the only reason it's one of my favorite episodes, because Negan's speech, dude, I was just sitting in my room, this very room that I'm sitting in right now, in fact. I remember just, my heart was beating the entire time, and then when he beat the cameraman to death, I remember being like, no, it's fucking Daryl. Because, I watched the video. Somebody, thought that it would be Daryl. And then I had to wait 6 months, so that kind of ruined the episode a little bit. But, the season 7 premiere, again, top 10 material. In terms of, like, where it places in terms of quality in the series. But we're not here to talk about season 7, at least not right now. We already did that shit. But overall, there is some bad pacing as well as some fast pacing, and it's weird because I don't know. It's just like different episodes have a different feel, and it just sometimes doesn't feel right, and that's kind of a problem. Overall, a great season, maybe even amazing. Episode 9 is amazing, like amazing. Okay, but I think that's all I have to say about season 6. Whenever I do a review for each season, I'll be sure to talk more about it, because it really is one of my favorite seasons. And here comes the controversy. My number 2 spot. And again, my number 2 spot might be my number 3 tomorrow. Literally, tomorrow. Like, this is a series where that can happen. I would prefer a season over one. Like, they're like neck and neck, right? But coming in at number 2 is season 8. Okay, now, bear with me. Just hear me out. Okay, you got some amazing action. Like, seriously, I kind of felt the same way a lot of people did about the season when it was live. And then I rewatched the season and shit, and it really is just an amazing season. Episode 1 through 4, non stop action. Okay, I didn't really even realize it at first, but it's non stop. Then, you get into like the less, great episodes like episode 5 and 6, especially 6, because 6 had horrible writing. Like, what the fuck? Why, Rick? Why would you go back to those garbage people who betrayed you literally? What was it, like fucking a few days ago? Right? It's really dumb. That was the worst. I don't even I don't even remember what happened to episode 7. Now the reason why a lot of people hate this season, Carl's death. I didn't realize how much I really cared about the character of Carl Grimes until he actually died, and I kind of wish he was still alive. But at the same time, I do actually realize what good it did for the series. It's not all bad, and as you know, in season 9, okay, I'm not going to talk about it yet, okay? But you already know my number one if you just use process of elimination, okay? And just Rick versus Negan, it's amazing. Just the characters, like they have really good arcs. Daryl, he feels a little better than he did in season 7, even though technically he didn't go through too much development like he did in the season after that. But yeah, back to Carl. Carl, his death could have been done better. Why does he all of a sudden not want to kill Negan? But it also kind of makes sense. Carl, he's always been that kind of person. If you really go back in the series, he's that kind of person that actually just like you can't really understand him all too well. And it was like a last minute decision. Still kind of wish they didn't do it, but it's whatever. His death episode, episode 9, really great episode, just like episode 8. I kind of got spoiled that something was gonna happen to Carl before episode 8, so I was just hoping that he didn't die, but we all know what happened. Episode 10, good episode. Episode 11, actually, dude, that's crazy. Episode 7 and 11, I can't really remember what happened in them, but episode 12 through 16, action packed as fuck, amazing. Dude, like, and that's really why. Just episode 1 through 4, 8, 9, 12 through 16. Majority of the episodes are all episodes that I love and would rewatch. And I suggest you do. Go on Netflix right now, watch episode 1 through 4. You will be like, you're just going to sit through the entire thing. Because when I go back to watch episodes, I tend to kind of be like, oh my god, I forgot this is one of the slower parts. But you don't really feel that in season 8, and that's what I really love about it. And Morales coming back, didn't really need it. It's just weird seeing all these people like miraculously finding each other after all these years. It's kind of weird. But other than that, again, I'm planning on doing a review for each season, and I will write a script for that video because I really honestly didn't even do that for this video. But I hope you're enjoying it. But anyway, that's all I have to say about season 8. Great, amazing season overall, in my opinion. Does not deserve the hate at all. But my number one spot, no surprise here, season 9. Honestly, this is my favorite season. Mostly because there's almost nothing wrong with it. Okay, so all of the episodes I enjoy. 2 of them are there's only 2 that I think are okay. None of them are bad. Okay, so episode 1 and 7, I think those are okay. Those aren't really standout, but every episode other than that is great to amazing. Okay, 2 of the episodes in this season is in my top 3 best episodes of all time, being episode 5 and episode 15. Okay, and really, just amazing writing. Angela Kang really just stepped up and just changed the series for the better forever. The time jump, okay, like we've been through so much time, it's insane. Okay, I originally predicted that it would only go through 5 years in a time jump in season 9, but wow. Okay, we've basically gone almost, what? We're almost like 11 years into the apocalypse at this point, okay, after the season 9 finale. And wow, like, it's handled beautifully. The actress for Judith, dude, like, it's way better than Chandler Riggs was at that age. And it's amazing, honestly, to have such a good child actor. They really did the good casting. Also, have you heard that they're paying her $250,000 per episode for season 10? That shit is crazy. Cause think about it, Andrew Lincoln only got $90K per like episode, and this is fucking insane. But anyway, yeah, dude, oh my god, there's just so many writing decisions. You know, the premiere started off, giving us a good episode. And the thing I love is that every single episode this year leaves you with something like to look forward to in the next episode, and it doesn't seem forced ever. Gregory dies at the end of episode 1. Episode 2, I honestly kind of forgot what the little what they left us off on. But episode 3, episode 2 was the guy, getting kidnapped. There's so many good things. And of course, the Whisperers, amazing villains. Alpha, Beta, the Whisperers, Lydia, Henry. Henry did not deserve the hate. Let me just get that out of the way right now. I really liked that character, and I really just hated all the hate that was just on him for no reason. And think about it. He's in an apocalyptic world. You do not know how you would react if you were basically thrown into the apocalypse at what age was he in, like season 7 and 8? Like fucking 8, I think, or 10. Yeah, 10 or 11, maybe even 12. But anyway, just amazing story. Daryl versus Beta, great fight. The best choreographed fight in the series, in my opinion. I liked it even better than Rick versus Negan. They had an actual knife fight and shit, which is crazy. And just showing how much of a beast Beta is, And I really do hope we get a freaking Negan versus Beta in season 10, because season 10, please be my favorite season. Dude, this season started off as a season that I really thought could have been the end because of the way shit got left off last season. Despite it being a great season, obviously it's my number 2 as of now. But just amazing. Okay, Alpha, Samantha Mortensen does a good idea. At first, everybody was a little skeptical about her accent, but it really is fine. It's cool. Just episode 5, like the Rick Grimes movies. I'm glad Angela Kang did not kill Rick Grimes, because I was so worried about that. Honestly, it would have ended the series for a lot of people, because just having Rick Grimes alive just keeps that hope alive, and hopefully we get a reunion between, the OG cast and Rick someday. Maybe he'll come back in the finale or whatever. Michonne is said to be going in at least a couple of movies, or in one of them at least. But yeah, oh man, like the main protagonist leaving the show, like I thought it was just gonna be hell, but no, they figured out a way to make it work, and they did a beautiful job. They made it so that there wasn't a cliffhanger on the last episode. That was episode 15, and then we finally got snow. And some people complained about it, that it didn't happen in the finale, which is stupid. Because you know you would have been annoyed just waiting all summer just to see what happened afterward, just for it to be episode 16. Probably not even getting any snow, you know. But finale, great episode. Chill, which I'm happy about. You know, the Pike reveal, I am very satisfied with. I really do wish that it wasn't Henry. I wish it was Ezekiel. I know a lot of people didn't wish that, but I believe Kari Payton is leaving the show anyway in like season 11 or some shit. I'm surprised nobody's talking about that a lot, but as for cons, I don't see any. You know, if it's not any mistake with the freaking editing or some shit, or anything else, you know, fucking, you know, that's put on the creative team, there's nothing wrong with the writing, in my opinion. You know, except unless you want to nitpick and say, "Oh my God, Daryl leaves his arrows in the walker and in the walkers in the first episode. It's out of character. He always retrieves them." I don't really care, and just, you know. But anyway, that is really all I have to say about season 9 until my reviews. Amazing season, and I hope season 10 is my favorite season when it comes out. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe. You know, this is a new channel, starting from scratch. I could, like, that subscribe will do wonders for me, honestly. So I really would appreciate it. Comment down below, leave suggestions on things you want me to make. Let me know how I did. I know I didn't write a script for this video, but I think it turns out good, okay? But until my next video, probably come out in a couple of days, click that bell, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.